Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Well, it is going to be a change in the weather as early as tonight, but more likely tomorrow. We're going to have several days of colder weather, and then by the end of the weekend and into early next week, it'll get back up above normal. Right now, though, it really isn't that bad in Minot, 36 degrees, east-southeast winds at 9. So, I mean, there is a bit of a wind chill, but it's only 29 degrees. And in Williston, it's 36 degrees, east-northeast wind at 14 miles an hour. So if you're outside Williston, it actually feels like 27. Looking around the western part of the state here, 30s and 40s area wide, and this is noticeably better than it was yesterday. We had a southerly breeze today, not a northerly breeze. We warmed up a little bit. We had a little more sunshine for a good part of the day. The wind speed has roughly 10 to 15 miles an hour most locations. Now, it was a little bit stronger in a couple spots, mainly in the southwest, where it was over 20 miles an hour at Dickinson for a while. But overall, really hasn't been that bad of a wind. Tomorrow's not going to be particularly windy. I think by Thursday, though, there may even be like a wind advisory, some area, maybe not Minot, but I think it's going to be pretty windy on Thursday. The wind chills on our Cartiva Minot wind chill map doesn't show anything particularly cold right now. One of the colder wind chills would be up in Bottineau and Rugby. So it's not that cold tonight. So a nice night if you wanted to go out for a walk tonight. Maybe take the dog for a walk, go out and enjoy yourself a little bit, because over the next couple of days it is going to be noticeably colder, and we're also going to have some wind chills. So here we are, 7 o'clock tonight. We have that southeasterly breeze. There's that color, that light blue color, 10 to 15 mile an hour wind. And as early as midnight, but more likely a little bit after midnight, could be a little snow in the far northern counties. But notice that pink up there, that would be freezing rain. And obviously that could make the roads very slick. And then if it snowed on top of the freezing rain, you may not know that the roads are slick. Parking lots could be slick in the areas that gets the freezing rain. Early tomorrow morning, at least this particular computer model, and there's a couple others like this that are showing snow from Minot to the north, but that's going to be right on the edge. And then during the day, it won't be as bad, but it is going to start picking up in the afternoon into the evening hours, and you can still see areas of freezing rain and light snow. And then tomorrow evening, it looks like it's going to become a little bit more widespread. We're talking about a little heavier snow tomorrow night, maybe in the southwestern part of the state, up to around Lake Sakakawea, possibly Minot. We might be looking at a couple of inches of snow around Minot, also around Bismarck. But again, freezing rain could be a real problem, especially if you planned on doing any driving tomorrow. The roads could be very slick. And again, it may be the type of thing that you could have snow on top of the freezing rain and you wouldn't notice it. And then tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, pretty big area of light snow. But it'll continue to add up a little bit. We're not going to get dumped on, but it is still some snow. You may have to get the snow blower out or a shovel, that type of thing. Looks like some heavier snow southeast of Jamestown, and that is through tomorrow night. And then at midnight, at least for western North Dakota, it appears that the snow is going to be winding down, though there still could be a couple of snowflakes here or there, but the heavier snow is going to be well off to the east, James River Valley up towards the Devil's Lake Basin. So when we look at all the computer models together and try to come up with a scenario that makes sense, there might be a little area that gets around 3 inches of snow, maybe a little bit more, and that would be close to Minot. But Minot right now got us between 1 and 3, traced to 1. Around 1 inch for Minot or so, a little bit less around Williston, and then some heavier snow down to the southeast. So as we look at the next 72 hours for Dickinson, a pretty good chance of that snow tomorrow with a high only about 28 degrees. Even colder, and Thursday is actually the first day of spring. Thursday night could be seriously cold, above 0, but still very cold. And for Williston, a 70% chance. And near Williston Thursday night into Friday morning could be close to 0. And I think Thursday night, Friday morning, we're likely going to have some of the normally colder areas go a little bit below 0. Here are the forecast temperatures for tonight and then for tomorrow. So it is going to be a chillier day. And here is a look at the next 7 days. And again, spring starts Thursday.